All right, bang, bang. I'm going to show you a money play that's going to be man and zone coverage. I'm going to show you the progression, the pre-snap and post-snap reads to hopefully take your offense to the next level. It's not Madden 20 anymore. Pass the ball. The run is still good, but you might as well pass the ball. I'm telling you, it's a lot more fun. Don't be nervous to pass the ball. So I'm going to break down a money play here from the Carolina offensive playbook called bunch. Offset is the formation, and the play is going to be called double post. Now, before I go into that, little housekeeping, go to MaddenTurf.com, use coupon code RC for 20% off. W released his Seahawks offensive guide. He's just killing people online with it. Got a lot of great reviews. He's also updating it. We also have some defense coming out in the next couple of days, and we also have people like behind the scenes like Clef, Kimbo, myself, CC, doing a lot of good stuff, bringing out some really good quality content. If you're a premium member, definitely go check out the premium member section. You click on my ebooks. We have 3 different tips up already, individual tips that we're going to be doing that every single week. So go to MaddenTurf.com if you haven't. We got the best minds with multiple belt winners, and it's a good time. So this is a free tip that's going to hopefully take your passing game to the next level. If you are in the Carolina offensive playbook, very good play. Break it down. Looking to buy or sell Madden 21 coins? Hit up Discount Mutt Coins for the best rates and top customer service. And be sure to use code RC for 10% off. Those are my guys. I trust them, and so should you. All right, here we go. Double post is what it is called. As you can see, when you look at it stock, you're like, all right, you have a nice little glitchy. It looks like 2 really nice crossing routes with a running back on a very good in route that gets really good separation. Looks like you have a wheel route from the tight end, and then on the left hand side you have a C route. C routes 3 years ago were really good. Last couple of years they toned it down. This year they're toned down again, but this C route has some merit to it, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. What do I like to do with who I like to put where? I like to put my fastest receiver, and I like to have, you want to have 2 really good receivers, but my fastest and best receiver, I would say I put my outside right receiver is going to be my fastest. Now, the outside left receiver is on the lone receiver side. I put Mike Evans right there, and I personally have a tight end as my point receiver. I don't really have a great third receiver option, and this also allows me to audible between different heavy sets, because in this Carolina bunch offset, it does not have any good run plays. The only run play it has is outside zone, which is not good. So if I'm going to run the ball, I'm going to be audibling out of this formation. Look at this. Vert's halfback under. That's a really good running back route as well. That's really another good play in this playbook. I can break down for you if you'd like. The double post. Okay, so let's click on that. All right, let's see here. We're going to just come out in a nickel. We'll come out in a Tampa too. Okay, so there's a couple things to look at. Pre-snap. Okay, pre-snap, you see 2 high safeties. Okay, so you're going to think, and then this corner right here is lined on the outside. There's not 3 guys over, so they're not man-to-lined. They're not man-to-line. It doesn't necessarily look like man coverage, right? Okay, so there's a couple other tells. You go to Madden Turf, and we'll break down, get some of those coaching lessons. We'll break down how you can fully read pre-snap everything. But first and foremost, what you need to read is you see two high safeties. So it looks like it's going to be either a cover 2 zone, a cover 2 man are the top 2 things. And since these safeties corners aren't further back and a little bit different, I don't think it's going to be a cover 4. And so pre-snap, I'm looking for a cover 2. Now, this route from the tight end is a very good wheel route, but you have to use it in certain situations. The way that, and it depends, is going to be a thing this year because of zone drops. But let's just break down if they're gonna hard flat you, your base setup. Let's get down to the base setup. I'm going into a lot of details of stuff that you don't necessarily need to know. What is the setup, RC? All you're going to do is you're going to drag the point receiver, okay? So you have a nice little mesh concept with the point receiver and the running back, okay? So against the cover 2, let's do a hard flats right here. If I have enough time, you're going to see this tight end is going to get open, Didn't have enough time. I needed to wait just a little hair longer, and Gronk is just a little slow. I'm also on the wide side, so against this cover 2, honestly, I don't mind bunch on the short side or the long side, but purpose of this, if I think they're going to be in a cover 2, and I've been hitting them with the flats a bunch, and I believe that this corner is going to be in a hard flat. That's whenever this tight end route gets really, really glitchy. All right, so let's show you exactly what I mean by just letting that hard flat take away that running back route, and once that does, you're gonna have a really nice area and window to throw to the tight end. All right, and since it's on the short side, it cuts up the field that much faster. You don't have to worry about block shed. Just let this running back route occupy the hard flat and throw over the zones, and this deep crossing route is going to occupy the deep zone, so you have a huge play. They're hard flatting in cover 2. All right, so let's say they're not hard flatting in cover 2. No big deal. And I'm gonna move this back over to the wide side as well, because I personally 90% of the time like bunch on the wide side, meaning you see the ball's in the left hash. I got 3 receivers on the right hand side where all the field is. Okay, a little bit more room to play with. All right, so now let's just go back. Let's just go back to we're back in that cover 2, right? So now we're gonna be in clouds. Okay, so there's a couple different reads. Let me just get on the lineman here. Just drag that point receiver. Now there's a couple different reads. One, you can see that corner is going back like a cloud flat, so you can throw that immediately right there and get 4 to 5 yards. If I threw that a little bit earlier, let me do that again. Let me just throw this wheel route, or not the wheel route, this little running back route there, getting 5-6 yards. That route is gonna bring the zones down. They're gonna start shading underneath, and when they shade underneath, that's whenever this mid read starts playing underneath as well. So when the mid read starts playing underneath as well, now watch what else gets open, wide open. Like this route is already good, but if they play any type of underneath zone, look at Godwin with the post route right here, like from like the PA post type of route. All right, so he's gonna get wide open right there in between those zones. So that's what I like to do versus a cover 2. So my first read is really going to be is this little area, this little pocket right here is my first read. Okay, is this corner in a hard flat? If he is, that tight end is going to be open, but that's the secondary read. My first read is to see what's going on here, to see if do I want to wait, do I have time to wait, or do I need to throw one of my drag routes? Okay, so let's go back and show you this left side of the field, the left side with the drag. All right, so cover 2, as you can see, this cover 2 with the drag route is going to get wide open for 10, 12 yards. Make sure you take that. Don't be afraid to take your underneath routes. This year, it's very hard to change directions, and the flats are a lot more open than they were last year. Okay, so this C route does a very good job. So it's a lone receiver, and the cloud is going to have to go with the lone receiver. The C route, not going to think about getting away from the C route until it's too late, because you're going to throw the ball. These hook curls are going to, vert hooks are not going to guard this drag route. Okay, so you have a nice little completion for a big gain. I want to make sure and emphasize not necessarily this post route. The post route is very nice, but these drag routes, essentially the running back isn't a drag route, but it acts like a drag route. They're going to get open. You're going to want to force them to play underneath to try to stop you doing different things like that, because once they play underneath, then look at the C route. Bang. You can hit them over the top with the C route. It's very nice stuff. All right, you might be like, hey, I could go on and on for days with this play. That's how money this play is. This is truly a money play. So I'm just going to give you one little more tidbit. All right, if you want a part 2 of this video, smash that like button, and we'll be breaking down a lot more for you and for this formation. Cover 2 man. All right, so you're like, RC man, what people do is they like to put purples out there. I agree. So you have 2 purples. Okay, so this is a great man beater as well. So you can do the same setup. Now, whenever they have these purple zones right here, playing all out man coverage with purple zones, look at Godwin. Okay, watch his route. Watch how open, because the purple zone is going to have to go down and it's going to get open. Well, the guy had a star on him and did a good job of guarding that. But as you can see, he had a step and it was open. So let's just do that again. All right. And this is against a really good defender too, guarding him. All right, let's go back to that. All right, as you can see, he gets open, ends up breaking the tackle. That's a very good. Tre'Davious White, I believe that is a very good defender, and it still is going to get open and does a really good job of whenever people are running these purples. Deep in the middle of the field is going to get open. All right, it's going to be very difficult for people to guard that, and this is why you want your best receiver right here. All right, and so you can also do these drag routes. Now, these drags aren't always going to get open, okay? So that's your main read against man here, and if they do a good job of bagging that, what you're going to do, what I like to do next is I like to have backfield mismatch, or, you know, if you have, because I want to put him on a Texas route. All right, this is a great man-beating route. All right, let me get back to my two-man under that. All right, again, throw a drag route. Now, once again, circle is going to be open, but then also look at triangle, look at my running back on the Texas route. The Texas route is a very money route. So you have a high-low, easy read against man coverage. All right, it's very easy to read. You can see how the guys are more lined up over the top. You can just you can tell it's man coverage. All right, so it's two high safeties. Is it cover two man, or is it going to be we got some purples out there to take away stuff? All right. So as you can see, you have a high-low read from your angle route, and then also the deep post route, and both of them are open. Okay, everything else is going to be guarded and taken away. That's fine. It's an easy read for you right against man coverage. Now, as you can see, they have a purple zone right here. That purple zone is going to do a good job of taking that away. No big deal. Let's say they don't put a purple there, okay? We're going to run two-man coverage again. Two-man under, I mean, right there. We'll just purple out the guy right here, okay? That's what we're going to do. All right, no big deal. No big deal. Once again, I'll put him on the Texas route. You don't have to do that. The Texas route does get more open. But you'll just see Mike Evans torches them. C route, C route, C route. That C route is really good. Some C routes this year's game is not the best. This one is really good. So there's 3 different ways to beat man coverage. There's 2 different routes and 2 different combinations to beat the meta, as you would say, very popular man coverage with 2 purples. And then there's a way, if they don't have a purple, there's 3 routes. One from the angle route right here is open. This guy's open. That's 2. And then you have Mike Evans right here with the C route. Just throw it right when he breaks. Bam. Dot. 15 yards. Now this video is now 13 minutes long. If you've stayed, leave a comment, say I stayed to the end. And I appreciate you. If you want to take your game to the next level, go to MaddenTurf.com. Check it out. Use coupon code RC. We'll see you on the stick.